Hi, this is Brian Hegney, Instructor of Communication at High Point University. If you're watching this video, it's likely you're trying to figure out how to create a blog on Blogger. Well, this is the second video of a short little series, specifically, your first blog post. Well, let's get started. Just before we begin, these are the few steps you're going to take part in. You're going to go to blogger.com and sign into your blog. You will see there is a very obvious button called New Post, and you're going to create a title, write your blog, click Publish, and then you're going to view your blog. Sounds easy, but a lot of first-timers actually have issues, so if that's you, don't worry, you're not alone. I'm going to walk you through the process a little bit. So let's go ahead and actually go to Blogger. Now, if you just created your blog for the first time, which was in the last video, and you haven't created a post yet, this is where you're taken to. This is what it looks like. There are no posts. Now, if you recall, the first time you create a blog, there's a button, there's a big orange button in the middle of the screen that goes away. It's similar for creating a post. This line right here in the middle that says, there are no posts, create a new post. That's going to disappear once you create your first post, so you can click this create a new post button. I just wanted to point out here, there's another one right here that says new post, and there's probably another button somewhere that you can create a new post with. But we'll go ahead and just have fun because we're never going to be able to push this button again. So let's go ahead and push this button, create a new post. Now it takes us to, a new interface here. Now this is our post editing window. The first thing I'm going to do is, sorry about that, is I'm going to create my title. And my title is going to be called something relevant. A lot of students like to write things like blog 1. But when I look back on things and when I look at your blog and when someone's doing a Google search, right, what do we want to know what the content is. So because this first blog is going to be about an introduction to myself, or introduction about myself to my peers, or it is for you anyway, I'm probably going to call this Introducing Hegney. Maybe you can come up with a better one for yourself. But that's the title of the post, not blog 1. Not assignment, not com, not even com 1112, right? It's the title of this particular post. Now, I've already written a little introduction about myself. I'm going to just paste it in here. Now, this is what I see a lot. And this, notice when I go back to the steps here. After create a title, write your blog using proper formatting. I'm not going to show my rubrics here, but you'll know if you look at my rubrics and the instructions for creating a blog post. I want to see, come on, where are we? I don't want to see a huge wall of text. It is very difficult to read this. I'm going to go ahead and preview this post. Notice I'm not going to publish it. I'm not ready to publish it yet. But I do want to preview it. So I'm going to click the preview button. It's going to open up a new window. This is what my post will look like. And I have to say, it's extremely difficult to read this. You can read it. I can read it. I mean, you can read it. There's nothing, it's not difficult to read it. It's difficult to read it quickly and understand it within a split second. That's what I mean. So let's go ahead and talk about my rubric and my expectations for your blog post. Number 1, if you do read this, you'll realize there are 2 ideas in this wall of text. The first thing I do is talk about coding and scripting. And in the second part of this paragraph, I talk about wanting to be questioned, wanting to question my own beliefs. So what I'm going to do is make sure I have a visible paragraph break here, or a double-spaced break between my paragraphs. Now when I click preview, okay, now it looks a little bit better because I understand that there's two different concepts going on here. Still not good enough though, because I also want to see headers. So, for instance, if this is all about, you know, how I can solve code in my dreams, whoops, sorry about that, I'm probably going to want to add a header here. And I'm going to add a header. I can dream in code. Now, when you first write your headers, right, they're just going to be normal text. So what I'm going to do is highlight this little header, I can dream in code, and I'm going to make it a header. I'm going to bold it. I can dream in code. And my second one, I'm going to write, I want my beliefs to be challenged. So here I'm just going to paste that in there. And of course, I'm going to bold it and there. And now when I preview that, within a split second, I can dream in code, I want my beliefs to be challenged. I can kind of figure out what this blog post is going to be about. And it's much easier to read. My brain is ready to understand reading a paragraph about dreaming in code, and my brain is already set to understand about, you know, a paragraph about my beliefs and challenging my own beliefs. Okay, I'm not done yet, because you know what? When your reader actually reads this, like, I'm not sure why I'm reading this, right? Introducing Hegney. Why is this person creating a blog post just about dreaming in code and beliefs? Okay, so I'm going to add a very small introduction. Hello, soon-to-be faithful readers. Welcome to my blog. Oops, 1111 blog. This used to be 1111. I'm going to call this 1112 or 1113, whichever class this is for. Maybe I should do 1113. There we go. Explorations. Before we delve into the nitty-gritty content of my actual classwork, I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. There we go. Now, if you wanted to, you could add intro, highlight it, bam, bold it, and there we go. If I preview that now, it looks a lot nicer, a lot easier to understand. Your readers are going to thank you. And now, a lot of times, some students just click save and forget about it. Okay, it is not published yet. It is not able, I'm not able to see it yet. I need to click publish. There we go. We now have a blog post called Introducing Hegney. The very last step you're going to do, because this isn't anything, you're going to hover over that blog post and click view. And when you do that, yay, we are now looking at Introducing Hegney, and then the blog post called that. And there we go. So we visited blogger.com, we signed into the blog, we clicked new post, we wrote it by adding a title and writing the blog using the proper formatting, we published it, and then we saw it. That is the second video, and next video we are going to be looking at the difference between what the post URL is and what the homepage URL is. So that's going to be exciting. I will see you later. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.